Get ready for a massive musical throwback. Des Rocs is bringing the glam era of rock and roll roaring back with his new record To Hell and Back, due June 12th. This album is already being hailed as a cult classic, blending the swagger of Elvis Presley with the sound of Queen. We dive deep into how Des Rocs transitioned from the synth-pop sounds of Secret Weapons to this grandiose new rock opus, and what this monumental album means for his career moving forward. The conflicting explanations from his lawyer about protecting sea turtles and the serious charges he now faces. From rock anthems to championship glory to shocking wildlife incidents, this is your full news breakdown. Don't miss a single moment of the action. Tune in right now for the complete stories and subscribe to stay ahead of the headlines. Rock singer Des Rocs is set to unleash a major sonic shift with his highly anticipated third album, To Hell and Back, slated for release on June 12. The new record is a deliberate throwback to the glam era of rock and roll, blending the anthemic sounds of the 1970s Queen with the undeniable swagger of Elvis Presley. Early indications suggest the album is already resonating, with tracks like This Land, Fall Together, and Juice quickly establishing itself as a cult favorite, boasting an epic and grandiose scope. Des Rocs' musical journey is marked by significant evolution. Following his initial project, the duo Secret Weapons, which explored 80s synthpop, his solo career has carved a distinct path. Rocs describes the transition from the poppy nature of Secret Weapons to his current, classic-sounding rock and roll as a fundamental shift. He attributes this evolution to extensive global touring, incorporating real-world feedback and a deep introspection about his artistic direction. Reflecting on the album's title, Des Rocs stated that To Hell and Back encapsulates the entire journey of the past few years, an emotional and career roller coaster, navigating the pursuit of a rock and roll dream in the modern era. He views his discography not as separate entities, but as a single continuum of music, each album representing a distinct chapter. When discussing his artistry, Rocs emphasizes the authenticity found in his solo work, contrasting it with collaborative efforts. He noted that working solo provides an unfiltered vision, which he believes is crucial to his current sound. His stage presence is reportedly infused with an Elvis Presley-esque swagger, a quality he has successfully translated from DIY laptop recordings to full band performances through iterative refinement in the writing and recording process. Looking ahead, Des Rocs is prioritizing live performance, stating a clear preference for touring over prolonged studio work. Fans can expect a tremendous amount of touring alongside the release of To Hell and Back on June 12, marking a powerful statement from the artist. Noi Dung Kai Tight. The Toronto Rock have secured their 7th National Lacrosse League championship, marking a significant milestone in franchise history. The victory comes after a grueling, best-of-3 finals series against the Halifax Thunderbirds, with the Rock prevailing 13-11 at TD Coliseum and 12-7 at Scotiabank Centre. This triumph ties the franchise with the Buffalo Bandits for the most channel YouTube titles, each team now boasting 7 championships. /N Rock captain Challen Rogers expressed immense pride, highlighting the team's resilience through a challenging season marked by 5 season-ending injuries, emphasizing that every player stepped up to achieve the dream. The victory is a collective effort, featuring a veteran core including Nick Rose, Billy Hostrawser, Brad Cry, Latrell Harris, Dan Craig, Josh Jubenville, and Rogers, alongside head coach Matt Sawyer. /N/N the team's success was attributed to their defense and recovery. Game 1 saw the Thunderbirds take a commanding 9-5 lead, but the Rocs' defense held Halifax scoreless for 24 minutes, allowing Toronto to secure a 2-goal victory. In Game 2, the defense again proved crucial, with key players limiting shots and maintaining possession. /N/N memorable moments were highlighted by rookie Sam English, who was named the finals MVP with a stat line of 3 goals, 4 assists, and 0 penalties. English, the first rookie to win the award since 1992, was lauded by veterans for leading by example. Nick Rose, the longest-serving member, was celebrated for his performance, recording 72 saves across the 2 games and holding Halifax scoreless for the final 28 minutes of Game 2. /N/N, the rookie class also delivered inspiring performances, including C.J. Kirst, Owen Hiltz, Hugh Kelleher, and Lucas Huckel. Hiltz delivered the game-winning goal in Game 2 with a hat trick, while Kirst's late-game scoring provided the critical momentum shift in Game 1. /N/N the atmosphere in Halifax for Game 2 was electric, featuring a massive turnout of nearly 11,000 fans at Scotiabank Centre, creating one of the wildest Channel YouTube Finals atmospheres ever witnessed in the Maritimes. /N following the victory, quotes underscored the bond forged during the playoffs. Chris Boucher stated, "We've been bonded by blood, sweat, and tears for the rest of our life. No other team deserved this more than this group." Challen Rogers affirmed, "We're champions and no one can take that away from us. We'll have that forever." /N/ and the Thunderbirds, despite being strong contenders, ultimately fell short, with Clark Pedersen leading the team with 40 points across 6 playoff games. The Toronto Rock cement their status as a dominant force in the National Lacrosse League. The Channel YouTube has been crowned the 2026 NLL champions, following a notable performance highlighted by the matchup between Rock 12 and Thunderbirds 7 in Toronto Rock. The victory marks a significant achievement for the team. Additionally, the website utilizes cookies to enhance the user experience. These cookies are essential for recognizing returning visitors and helping the platform understand which sections of the site are most engaging and useful to its users. Strictly necessary cookies remain enabled at all times to maintain essential preferences. Furthermore, the site employs Google Analytics to gather anonymous data, including visitor counts and popular pages, which aids in continuous website improvement. Users are directed to a detailed cookie policy for more comprehensive information. A tourist who faced arrest and potential prison time after allegedly throwing rocks at a Hawaiian monk's seal has presented an explanation suggesting his actions were motivated by an attempt to protect sea turtles, not harm the marine mammal. Igor Litvinchuk, a 38-year-old Ukrainian U.S. citizen, is facing charges including harassment of an endangered Hawaiian monk seal, violating the Endangered Species Act and the Marine Mammal Protection Act. Footage allegedly showing Litvinchuk aiming a rock at the seal on Lahaina Beach on May 5th went viral, leading to public outcry. Litvinchuk was arrested in Seattle on May 13th and charged with harassing the endangered monk seal, identified as Lanny, a species considered a symbol of island resilience. A criminal complaint alleged that Litvinchuk had been tracking the seal and then threw a large rock at it, though authorities stated the rock missed the animal, which subsequently swam away. Litvinchuk claimed he was rich enough to pay the fines when confronted by beachgoers. However, his lawyer, Miles Brainer, offered a different narrative. Brainer stated that while Litvinchuk acknowledged making a bad decision, he never intended to injure the seal. Instead, the defense claims Litvinchuk was trying to scare the seal away from sea turtles, known as hanu, situated on nearby rocks. Brainer suggested the action stemmed from fear of aggressive marine animals, citing experiences with sea lions in Washington. Brainer clarified that Litvinchuk had no understanding of the significance of monk seals and assumed scaring the animal would be a positive action. Regarding the claim about being wealthy enough to pay fines, the lawyer described it as a misinterpretation, stating Litvinchuk had simply said, "I can afford it." Litvinchuk faces potential penalties of up to 1 year in prison and fines up to $50,000 if convicted. He is scheduled to appear in federal court in Honolulu on May 27th. Litvinchuk's legal team also indicated no intention to press charges against the individual who allegedly attacked him following the incident.